What's going on, guys? Iggy here. Welcome back to some more Ternion SMP, or on the Minecraft on the Ternion server. Today, I'm bringing you guys some back-to-back on the server. And let us get started with our episode. Yesterday, we set up some other stuff. And today, oh god, I forgot. Fuck. All of the zombies and stuff, a lot of the zombies have been tracking through the nether portal or in the overworld on their way to the villager because not all the sides are like blocked off around the portal. So it does leave a bunch of the zombies around here. I gotta fix that because what happens is they'll get teleported in here because the nether's unloaded. They'll just be allowed to live in here. If you also notice, you might have heard that I have a new custom sounding resource pack. And I also updated my skin to 1.8. So now I have a gray tie-dye hoodie. It might end up changing to be like a blue and red or a blue, red and green or something like that hoodie. Because I don't know how much I like the gray because it doesn't really work like it does the way I wanted it to. But basically it's just a hoodie, and I added it so that the shoes look a bit more 3D. And then if you see, I can do this. And that's the skin before. And if I were to just want to leave just the shoes on and no hoodie on, I would just do that. So I can go like that, hit those three on, and the hoodie's on. So it's kind of cool. So let us figure out where we need to be. I marked it off. -12 and -25. I also was planning on doing torches out there, so okay, so we want to get all the way out to -12 and -25. The torches are just here. Okay, -12 and -25 right here. So it's in view distance. Okay, so let's see. I guess this works. There's nether music in this pack too, but I think this pack is very cool. I can't quite remember where I found it, but basically it just adds a bunch. Well, it's my texture pack. I just took the custom sounds out of this other one, and they sound pretty cool. There's some custom music in them and stuff with there's nether music, and it's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's light up our portal here, and just make sure. So with this torch path here to let us know where we are, I don't have any signs. Let's see. So now let's head us back to the sign. I don't even know what time it is, but okay, and we are up there. Okay. So this is the area I've kind of chosen. Oh wow, I got an apple off of the one leaf. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is fairly close. I set originally the coordinates that I had were -100 and -200 right there. So I think maybe if I put a portal I'll just leave that portal there for now so I can go back and forth from here to spawn really easily. But yeah, basically that's that. As you guys saw there when I came through the nether. Oh shit, my fan was still on. I'm sorry if that was bad audio for the first little bit there. My fan got left on. Basically, this is where I've picked out for my my area, my base. I didn't really know what else to do at spawn, and I didn't really feel like setting up my first shop right away. So I kind of just you know what? I was actually gonna go caving, and then I just went off this direction because I hadn't gone this way yet, and I ended up finding this place. It's kind of cool. So I like this place, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But let's see how we'll look around. I left a sign here said these are lizard lands. Keep out and beware iguana. So you guys can kind of see what we kind of been working. We're kind of going to be working with. Let's go up to that. Let's go up to that hill right over there with the big tree on top of it. Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay, come on, let's go. I want to see this. I wish I had depth strider on these boots. I only have projectile protection and feather falling. Almost level 30 again, which is kind of nice. But this is just a little ways away from spawn. Spawn's at like around like 200-ish. So we're like 100-ish blocks away from spawn, which isn't that bad actually. It's far enough away that we aren't gonna have people people will probably end up stumbling into our base, but guess someone's already been over here, but let's go check over there in a second. As you can kind of see, it's kind of like a cool, you can see we got a cool little foresty area here that leads around. So I've been considering, as well as this, recording 2 new series. I might start South Park Stick of Truth, and I also kind of want to start doing the Walking Dead game series or whatever, because I think it's a very cool series. But I can cut down all these trees around here and build outside here. I don't really think I want to do a cave base. I've tried doing cave bases in the past. They just never work out for me. But I mean, the only base I've never really been very far into a base on servers and stuff like. On Junior, I did most of that base. That was kind of underground, and kind of never did anything with that because it was always super pain in the ass having to dig it out, and I didn't have a design for it. And then a server before that was like Craftcom or whatever, and that was like the next longest server I was on, and that server never ended up. I started building this like castle thing on it. It was kind of cool, but I mean, I never got very far with that either. But and then on all the other servers in between there, they never lasted long enough for me to get anywhere with bases, really. So I don't really know. I might try and make a village or something out here or something. I don't really know yet. I really don't know. I honestly, honest to God, I have no ideas for what I should do with the base. I actually, well, no. Now that I think of it, it might be kind of cool to make like a big camp like in The Walking Dead. So have like a bunch of tents everywhere and fires and stuff like that, and like have sections of the area that are like sections of the map, or not the map, the sections. You know what? Actually, maybe I won't do a base. I might when I hold. That would be cool. Okay, I'm not gonna Okay, guys. This will be one of the locations. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do on the server for this season, I think I'm going to, in a Walking Dead kind of thing, I'm going to start, okay, what, 13? I think I'm going to start going around the server all over the map and leaving behind, like, camps and stuff. And we'll spend an episode building each camp. I mean, I might spend more than just an episode, like, actually doing the camp. But we'll only spend 1 episode on each camp. I won't show the coordinates of each of the camps. And I won't leave, like, I won't tell anyone about them. And then eventually, maybe people will, throughout travels in the world, people will go out caving or go out doing something, and they'll stumble upon the camp, and there'll be tents, and there'll be like redstone everywhere, like blood or whatever, like a zombie attack happened, and I can leave different camps with like tents and trailers and ruined cars and stuff like that everywhere, and that'd be really cool because I really like The Walking Dead, and I've been playing that game or been watching a lot of that game, and I want to start playing it and possibly post it on the channel. But that'd be very cool because I think what I'll do is I'll probably just get like wool tents and stuff and just build those, and then eventually after watching the series I can start building like little teeny like towns and stuff like that were like abandoned by a railroad track, or there might be some of them that end up being longer. But what it would let me do is like keep it very fresh, because I'd be constantly making new bases or not new bases, but new camps all over the map. And I think it'd be really cool, because could you imagine in someone else's episode, like they show up and they just like stumble upon this camp, and there's like a place where what used to be there's a fire pit, and lots of tents and stuff, and there's blood on and around the tents, and once the armor stands get added in, I can leave like armor and bows and swords and stuff around, as if like the people like got killed with their weapons or whatever. That'll be very cool though. I think, well, actually, you know what? Because of this idea now, I think I'm just gonna take down this portal, and someone else can take this location, I guess. But I will probably might be the location of my first camp, and I'll probably end up doing the first one. Will probably just be kind of simple with a few tents and stuff, and maybe a little RV or something like that. And then eventually I'll get more and more intricate. And over time, I'll try and make the camps look more and more rugged and more like there's been people there and survivors who've gone through multiple camps and know what to do and know how to set up camps and stuff. Because as you get going through the apocalypse and stuff, I guess you become better at building your camps, and you're not always using tents and stuff. So, because right when you start, everyone's gonna be lots of tents, and that's what I'll do too. Is as I find cool locations around the map, I'll depending on how far away they are from spawn or whatever, maybe that's how rugged they'll be, I guess. Or maybe it'll just be like throughout the map. The more recent I've built them, the more rugged the camp will be. Something like that, I don't know. But I think that'd be a very cool idea, and I've never seen anything like it. So maybe I probably will end up doing that. So I'll probably have to, because I do have the sheep farm at spawn to just do the first one with the tents and stuff. And like this will be the kind of cool area. This will all be inspired by The Walking Dead and the games and stuff like that, and the comics and stuff like that, because I think I'm going to start reading more of the comics as well. So I'm actually really looking forward to this pace now. But yeah, so I guess I don't know where exactly I'll put this, and we could actually try and build the first tents, I guess, today, and then next time I could show you the first yeah, let's do that. I don't know how long. I think I've been recording for like at least 5 minutes now. More than 5 minutes. But we can kind of get the idea and the feel for what I'm going to be trying to accomplish with these, and then so we'll have to have like the tents, and have one of the tents have have a sword in it, or a sharpness 1 sword or something, and then another tent have a bow in it, and name it like Chuck's crossbow or something like that. And as people find the camps and stuff, people can take like the certain items out of them. Maybe I don't know. I might want to leave it in there, because I guess if everyone takes the items, then it won't be any fun for everyone else to discover the camps and stuff. But I think this will be very cool to have like everyone be walking around and going off caving, and then, oh wow, I found a camp, guys, look, I found a camp. Because you can't quite get the same feeling with Minecraft as you can when you know, Walking Dead. So am I right in the right way? I am. Okay. So I like this idea a lot though now. So I'll have to build some tents. I think what I'll do is oh, that'd be even cooler. I want to do this. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I will come up with a storyline of characters, and as the characters, like, I'll start out with the different characters and stuff, so I'll probably follow something similar to like the actual Walking Dead characters with different names and stuff. Like, I think I'm gonna go with, instead of like Daryl, I'll probably go with like Chuck or something. So we'll have like Chuck, John, and Chuck and John will be Daryl and Rick or whatever, or maybe I'll just come up. You know what? I'll probably just come up with a completely unique storyline to all of them. There probably won't be any backstory to them, because I don't think I have the time to come up with that. But it'll be very heavily book influenced, with like written books at all the camps and left in chests and stuff, where you'll be able to see their little books of what's going on, and probably it'll be like little diaries and stuff of people, and more recent camps and stuff. And this is gonna be so cool. And eventually, oh, that'll be cool too. Eventually I'll be able to find one. Maybe I'll make it so that like their campers, they're like maybe I should. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Um, they're starting off from spawn here or whatever, and we're heading west from spawn, or let's say that they're heading east from spawn, and or south, yeah, south from spawn, trying to find I don't know, whatever, and there's all the characters, and as they find their different stuff, it'll be like, today Daryl caught a squirrel with his crossbow or his bow, and because I'm probably gonna have it as bow and sword or something like that. But, oh, I'm excited for this now. A lot of this is gonna have to get done off of camera because it's gonna be a lot of like, what about this, and then typing it out. But like, as I work on the camps and stuff, it'll be cooler and cooler. And I think the final goal, because this village is abandoned, I'll make this one of the camps too, just near spawn, and then people can kind of like, that might even just be the first camp or something like that. I don't really know, guys. I'm trying to figure this out as I go. Don't really have anything to go off of for an idea like this, but I'll probably let's grab some wool, and I think we'll have to pick a direction for the campers to be heading. Wassam is on the server, but he is like AFK, so I can't really ask him to like log off so we can sleep or anything. Why do I have so little white wool? I'm just gonna go with these shears and collect some white wool up. I'm gonna hold on a second. Okay, so let's go grab some white wool out of my sheep farm. We'll grab some fences, and we'll bring some like crops or something maybe, and like a watering hole and a well or something like that, and I'll have all these different things in the camps and stuff that each of the survivors had. Maybe, I think to keep it minimal, I'll probably keep it to be like a small group, eventually adding new characters on and having characters be killed off and stuff, just like in The Walking Dead. And I'll probably end up building like it'll also let me have lots of different things to do, where having them like come across a train station at one point, or with some rail tracks going through this valley, and then all of a sudden we find this train station that's infested with zombies, and I could even like, I don't know, keep the entire like build for the train station, keep it all dark and make it look like there's been lots of holes left in it from like zombies and stuff. And then whenever a member of the server finds it or whatever, they'd have to like go through and kill all the zombies, and then I just have to, like, when they finally got to the end and read the journal or whatever of the guy, I'd have to leave a note or something saying, knock out all the torches you left so that it can be fun for the next person coming through, or something like that, because that would be very much so no fun if whenever someone else came through, then it was all just lit up and they just kind of got to see it all. And then also maybe at the end, or maybe just potato in the party bike and headlights. Okay, got some wood and stuff. Okay, so let's see. They're heading southeast from spawn. So let's see. Okay, yeah. They're heading southeast from spawn. I should make this like the Canadian version of The Walking Dead. Carl, go out in the boot in the back and get me a cigarette. Go have at her, buddy. Okay, so let's go off this ways a little way, and let's pick an area for our first camp. And I might even consider, I think, you know what would be kind of cool is if from spawn, if I were to make a railway or a rail line that goes all the way from spawn, however many blocks out and a little ways away from each of the respective camps, the railway would be a little ways away from each of the camps, and every once in a while there'd be train stations and little towns and stuff I could build. And just with this, I feel like this is such a good idea, and there's so many like different choices and things you could do. Alright, so I think, yeah, let's see. Okay, let me get over this hill. Yeah, right here is a good spot. This will be a good spot for the first camp. So there's a little watering hole here. Alright. And I also am thinking about this too now. I might see if I can get like I might change the bow in my resource pack to be I might make a like a Walking Dead resource pack or something that'll like with the sounds and stuff matched up to where like all of the bows are changed to be like guns and stuff, like different guns and stuff, and or maybe like the swords will be, yeah, the swords will probably stay the swords and stuff, but I'll make it like so that the water bucket looks like a canteen, and beds or like sleeping bags, and that'll be really cool too. If I can do that, and I can offer that up to the people who are playing on the server. If they ever come upon like one of my like Walking Dead towns, they can just turn the resource pack on and it'll all make sense and stuff. Because that way it won't be like, if I were to do this on like any other server or anything like that, it wouldn't make sense because someone would like come across it and there'd be like nothing there for them to do, or like they just like it wouldn't really make sense because it'd be like Carl's Canteen and it'd be like water bucket or whatever. So I'm really cool. I hope you guys have watched The Walking Dead, because I don't think I'm spoiling anything yet, and it is like season 5 starts in October, and I'll probably have like whenever that episode comes out on the Sundays, I'll probably have a talk about the episode while I'm doing all this. So alright, so let's build the first tent. Let's set it up out of like blue and white wool. So let's see. We'll make the tent at least there with like 5 blocks of space. That's a fairly large size tent. Okay, good. We want the tents to be fair size so that we can like actually have something inside. Oh, that's not what a tent would look like. Okay, come on. And then, oh yeah, and then as it goes on, so this tent here, because the idea here, I'm recording this on August 11th, will be that like the first tents we build will be like nice, and they'll be nice and new, and there won't be any holes in them and stuff. But then as the adventure goes on, and I've built more tents, and I've built more, or as time goes on and I build more tents and I build more camps and I build more like things and stuff, I'll make it so that the tents get more and more broken and decrepit, and there'll be holes in them, and missing tent poles and stuff like that, just to make it to add that extra little bit to it. So this is the first tent. It feels like it should be like a little smaller, actually. It feels like I should have blocks. I don't know. I'll just try it. I'll see. I think the tent should be a little smaller, because no one has a tent that big when they're like leaving for the apocalypse. So, you know what, guys? I will build a tent or two and maybe like a campfire or something like that, and work out a couple things with the story, maybe get the couple characters, and then that'll be kind of where we'll have to end the episode, because I can tell we're at least 20 minutes into the episode. So, and if anyone else on the server wants to try and help me with this Walking Dead stuff, they're welcome to do it. Although I really hope that I'm hoping that with a server and a community like this that we've assembled, that they will all kind of help with this kind of thing. Not like help as in like help me build the camps, because I want to do that on my own, but I want them to like not spoil things in terms of like the story, or wreck the actual stuff to do with it all, like the whole like the camps and stuff. Like if they find the camps, I hope no one like trashes any of them, or there. Okay, I hope no one like yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's actually better. That's a tent. Let's do a blue one over let's do a blue one right here. Yeah, I hope that no one trashes any of the tents or anything like that. 4, 5. Okay, so I will see you guys in just a second. I think I'll come up with a couple of characters to start ourselves off here, and then we will have the beginnings of our camp, and I will punch out all of the torches, because the idea with each of these camps is that at one point they were occupied, and now they had to move on because their camp got, I don't know, raided or whatever. The zombies overtook the camp. So, I'll see you guys in a minute.